That's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Taken in at the 22. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. First carry for Nick Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Chubb. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check 25, check 25. Wide, get wide.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Hey, alert 33. Whip. Watch the whip. Shit. Hey, alert. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa to a hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Point it right. Check 13. No.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, 65 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go with Chubb on second down. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Down and 10.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Regular. Check. Crunch. 6 guys. Point it right. Rush in. Run.
Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 50. Real. Bang.
They run. Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On the play. Brings up third down and 9.
King. 51, Mike 51. King. Here we go again.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Alert.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 53 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Dolphins 14. Browns nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Mayfield to throw it. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he will lose lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Watch the shit. Regular. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. 50. Real. 51. Yo. Alert flare. Switch.
Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
The 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
9-yard line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's given his guys a shot for late points, as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
First down and
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Adam Shaheen, as the first half is winding down, and the Dolphins add on to their lead.
is good.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Chubb. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A give. This is Chubb. Again, he finds an opening. Past the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 36 yards on the play. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Handoff comes to Chubb. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Under 10. Run. Check, point it right. Double up. He's coming, double up. 51's the mic.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, here's Tua. Flushed out right. He can run for the ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Touchdown, Browns. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Parkey adds the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jerome Baker. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Oh, now Breida loses it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Well, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 8.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle there by the safety, but in truth, he's really playing linebacker because he's...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. From the gun, Mayfield. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's up 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 83 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll look to throw. Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
44-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Fourth down, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw is Tua. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield on play action. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Xavier Howard on the coverage.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. One last shot for Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
21.
But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one score.